Hey there, happy Saturday. I appreciate you all coming to kind of hang out with me on today. I'm going to have a very busy week next week. My grandson is due next week, and it does look like all signs point to him coming next week. It's also my birthday week next week, so looking forward to that. I was already going to take off on my birthday, and I decided to also take the day before. So all I've done is extended my Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day snuck up on me. And I guess it's just because we're sitting here anticipating our little baby coming, my birthday's coming. I mean, it's just crazy. So, anyway, again, as I've already said, I've been determined to do a video every day. And once you start making a habit of picking up the camera, it's really not hard to do. So here I am. I hope you all are having an amazing weekend. Now, I am going to have an amazing weekend and getting a few things done. Like I said, I do have every intention of washing my hair today. So let me tell y'all something about these locks and what I periodically go through with my locks. On Friday, it will be 13 years since I've been locked. Periodically, I go through these time periods where I want to cut my locks off. I just want to be free from my locks. And I'm having that feeling again. I'm doing some things. I probably mentioned it in a video before, but I started out with micro locks. They were very small, very small. Over the years, I've combined them, and then I've recently combined them again because, as your locks grow out, the integrity changes. About 2 years ago, I moved away from interlocking my hair, which really is it's kind of mostly the only way that you maintain micro locks. But again, I've been combining my locks. So I moved away from latch hooking my locks. I can't handle it anymore. I am too tender headed for that. So my daughter started palm rolling my hair around August 2024. So now I've been palm rolling. Well, I'm kind of off of a schedule of every 2 months. I don't get, I haven't really had her do my hair since January. And I was going to have her do it a few weeks back. We're just not, our schedules are off. So in between time, what I've done is I'll wash my hair, make sure that my locks are well separated at the root so they won't combine, because they will combine on their own. So I want to be in charge of combining my locks. And then what I'll do is do like a braid, big chunky braids. And that is a way to kind of, first of all, separate my roots and kind of make it look neat at the roots. And then it gives me the next style that I have. So I'll wear braided for a few days, sometimes a couple of weeks, and then I'll release the braids, and then I'll have my crinkle style. So today I'm either going to wash my hair really, really good and then do that style, or I might take the time to palm roll my hair. I haven't done that in a while. If I decide to do that, I'm going to go the extra step of doing a shorter looking style on my hair. It's just kind of where I wrap my hair up and then rubber band it at the root, and it gives like a bob look. That's a nice way to give me a different look when I get those feelings about my hair, because I've like literally been looking at people, I'll just say it like that, that are wearing like a shorter fro with a tapered side and tapered back, and then just wearing it curly. And I kind of am ready for that. Like when I was a loose natural, I immediately try to grow my hair out. Now, my hair is a definite 4C hair texture, and I tried different, and I love trying products. I was a product junkie, always trying different products. This is back in the 2010, 2011, 2012 time frame. But because I was always trying to grow my hair out, I never kept it shaped. Only time I got my hair shaped was when my husband first cut my hair for my big chop. If I pull the trigger at some point and decide to cut off my locks, I will keep it shaped by him. My husband is a barber. He regularly keeps women with froze and short curly styles looking real good. I'm in decent hands. And the other difference about me doing this at this time in my life is that I'm palm rolling. So I've been palm rolling for 2 years. That means that I have a lot of loose hair. Like I have enough new growth to pull this off. You know, it might be kind of short starting out, but I could literally have him cut off all my locks and go directly to a short curly style. He has the sponges and all. I have hair products and all. I'm really thinking about it, but I'm not going to rush into it, because back in 2019, I went through the same thing, was really ready to cut off my hair. And at that time, I was still latch hooking. So, okay, my new growth was not even as long as it is now, right? Like I have a significant amount of new growth in my hair, like a significant amount of new growth. That's a lot, definitely needs to be washed, but I can work with that. That's definitely here to work with. So anyway, it was not that long. So anyway, that's not the reason, but my husband was like, think about it. He said, why not cut it shorter first before you cut it all the way off? 2019. So by that time, I got my locks in 2013. So I was 6 years in. Cut it until a bob. And it was so cute, first of all. So cute. And I was instantly regretting that I cut my hair. Two things can be true at the same time. My hair was so cute, but I was so glad that I didn't cut all of my hair off. So that's why I kind of have that hesitation about cutting my locks off, but I'm really starting to feel it. I am combining my locks. So just a minute ago, when I was thinking about cutting it, I said, well, you haven't even given yourself a chance to see what the new locks that you're creating are going to look like. And I haven't. Because my, parting, I'm not about parting. That's not even about anything. It's just a thicker lock I'm looking for. You'll know if you hang with me, you'll see what I decide to do. But either way, today, there's no cutting going on. It will simply be me washing my hair thoroughly, and I'll have to figure out what the style will be. So, yeah. Okay, y'all. So my closet is about to be under construction again. We have a few more shelves that we're gonna put up. See, the tool kit is in here, some of the brackets to hang up a couple of more shelves. So this is a work in progress. I did kind of put some of the purses at the top, but I still need to organize. I definitely need to organize. If anybody can tell me what they know about that suitcase that's back there, that is a iconic type suitcase that's sitting behind this purse. And just wondering if anyone knows anything about it. Okay. Let me know if you do. So I still, like I said, I still have items in here that I want to get out. This rack right here is not going to remain. We are going to put some shelving in this area here. And we are going to put some shelving above the vanity area. I am practically in a collection mode of what do you call these jewelry boxes. That is one of my mom's old jewelry boxes from my childhood that I plan on refurbishing. That little wooden little treasure box right there is something that I made in wood shop when I was in the 8th grade. Yeah, and then I have this little one here. That's a jewelry box for my mom. This is a nesting one. I gave the smaller one to my daughter. I'll be putting some things in. This is some of my mom's old. She has like lots. I have to go through it. Just lots of kind of fashion jewelry. And then down here, there's this jewelry box. Here, this is from my sister-in-law. So I brought my daughter and my granddaughter in here the other day to see if there were any, if they wanted to share. So what I'm going to do, they did take a couple. So what I'm going to do is decide which ones I want to keep, because I do have a lot of jewelry, and some of them I want to keep for nostalgic reasons. So see what I can refurbish and make a decision, on what I'm going to keep. I just got to get them all cleaned up and just make some decisions. And I think I can use them in the room, decorate, or, go ahead and get rid of some. But after we make the updates, because we are going to put some shelves in that area as well. And like I said, here. And then like this is a picture that was like leaning out there in the garage. I said, wait a minute, that's giving me matchy to go with my mirror over there. So I want to, hold on to what is going to work in this room and just keep it moving. So yeah, that's just a little room update. I'll keep showing you as I make changes to this room. Getting purses in order. I do believe this little hangy deal is going to go because I should have more room to put some of my purses and shoes. This right here, I think this will stay in the room right here because it literally came from a mall that was a very popular mall in my area that no longer exists, and my mom got it right when they were closing. So I'm going to keep it in this room, but it most likely will be more of a free floating item. I just don't know yet. So I'll see. I don't think I showed this either. This is just something hanging on the back of my door. And again, it's kind of a mess right now, but it does have deodorants and lotions and perfumes and razors and just little items, toiletry type items that I need to kind of go through and get cleaned up. Yeah. So anyway, but it is a space saver. I don't even use all of, what I could use. Like some really items that I would probably use more often can be placed on the side, and there's pockets. Like actually, because I used to have this in a different room. So, and this was one of my lotions that I used to use a lot. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. Lots needs to happen. Just throw a few items that I need to get up and hang up. But I'm getting there. And another thing that I'm probably going to take you guys along on is I need a new mirror. This is just an old mirror that I had. The light never, ever got bright. It does not work. Well, I can put a battery in it, but it never got bright enough for me to find useful. I want a ornate mirror, and I want it kind of with this type of coloring. I would like lights on it, but I want to be careful not to purchase something with lighting that can't be replaced. I found one that I think I want, but I am going to be patient and wait until I can get till I know how my shelving is going to look. Once my shelving is up, I'll know how big and tall I want the mirror to be. But I want it to be a nice size mirror, decorative, and I want it to have lighting that is like well lit lighting. This lighting is great. I love it because you can do what you want with it. You can turn it up. I can turn it in the direction of, me when I'm doing my makeup. But I want the makeup, the mirror to have lighting. See how this one I have it up. But it goes with the color scheme. So this is a work in progress. I'm working on this room. Thank you for checking it out. And if it gives you any ideas, let me know. Or if you have great ideas, let me know what you're doing in your closet rooms. Okay. And again, I'm trying to stay out the picture because I'm looking a hot mess. But you see how my mirror, how it has that coloring, that gold coloring. I really like it. So I'm trying to add those features into this room. Okay. And also with my boots, I only have a couple pair of boots, but I found an idea, but I have to get it. I saw it online of what I can do to keep my boots standing tall, because I had a really cute pair of boots that I liked. I didn't wear them often, but when I had the right outfit on, it looked so cute. But I had to get rid of them because of the way I had them stored in my closet. It just made the faux leather just ruined it. It ruined it. So I know I need to have those boots situated where they're standing up straight. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to stand those up straight. If you already know what I'm planning, please put it in the comment section. All right, thanks for hanging out with me. Hey y'all, I have washed my hair. Scalp feeling pretty good. I know people with locks, there's a lot of different rules around what to do with locks and stuff. And one thing that you'll hear is that you don't want to put like a lot of oil on your hair. You definitely don't want to add things that's going to cause build up on your hair. That's like a big no-no. I do like to add a little grease to my scalp. I do still grease my scalp. I had a time period that I really wasn't doing that, but it's definitely beneficial. My scalp does tend to get dry, so I think it's important to put a little grease on my scalp. So I am going to grease my scalp, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the little twist deal that I said, because I'm really trying to play it out in my head what I want to do with my locks. I really don't know, but it does feel good though that I got it all good and washed, and my scalp is feeling good. And I took my time. I took some Shea Moisture, some of their black soap with the apple cider vinegar. I put it on my scalp, let it sit, soaked, and scrubbed. And then I have a charcoal soap. Lotion, I'm sorry. Rewind. Shampoo, a charcoal shampoo. It's in a blue bottle. I got it from Sally's. I'll try to remember to insert a picture of it so you can see it. When I did my shampoo, my second lather, it lathered up just amazingly. So I know that I was getting like a good, clean, final wash. And I let that sit. I let that sit on my hair for quite some time. And then I just did a very thorough rinse. I know charcoal is supposed to be known for really lifting dirt. So I think a combination of doing the apple cider vinegar wash on my locks and the charcoal wash, I'm sure that was like really beneficial for my scalp. Now, let me, that's why I'm trying to be thoughtful. I don't want to just jump off into doing something crazy with my hair, because I'm going to tell you something. Locks are easy. I mean, a lot of times it takes them a long time to decide to pull the trigger on getting locks, and then once they get them, they're like, why did that take so long? Man, I wish I would have got them a long time ago. That is a very common comment said about locks. I said that it's easy. I mean, I can get up in the morning and I can make my hair work. A lot of people talk about, especially when they're first starting out, they'll talk about the ugly stage. That there was no such thing to me about an ugly stage. I loved my hair at every stage. I really was into documenting my hair at every stage. I think I don't believe in the ugly stage, and I pray that if you are on the lock journey, that you don't even let anyone tell you about no ugly stage, or you don't let yourself even believe that there's an ugly stage of your hair. The devil is a lie. Okay? The devil is a lie. So sometimes we act like the devil when it comes to loving on our hair. Okay? So, and when I say that, we can be our own worst enemy, okay, about our hair. So there's that. Don't just look crazy. Look at this. It's just hanging on for dear life. But I'm going to use every last bit of it. And I don't need a lot because I'm only focusing on my scalp. So, but anyway, see what I'm talking about when I say look at all that new growth. Like, that's a lot of new growth. That, like, I believe wholeheartedly that I could get off with, like, some cute little curly fro and let it grow out and have my taper. But I don't know, because again, I know that I changed my mind. I'm a true Gemini. So, okay, so one of the things that you may hear or not hear people say is about lock brushing. You can brush your locks. And there's an item that I've seen on TikTok. To me, it looks like a comb, but it shows, I've seen people like use it and they say they're brushing their locks. The benefit of brushing your locks is to pull lint out, but also to kind of smooth your hair. Like, especially if you're going to put it in some type of ponytail or something, your roots can get smooth, but it is good to go through your locks and you will actually be able to deal with any like lint that may, like I do. I have a little lint that might be like in the top of my hair. Just go, and you don't have to go crazy, but these locks, they ain't going nowhere. I'm talking about because of me brushing. Nah, only way they gonna go somewhere with me because of this, it ain't gonna be because of the brushing. Scissors just do it, but not the brush. Okay. But yeah, like for example, there's this spot, right? Let's see. I see like a little lint in there. Just take the brush and brush it out. And I think doing that kind of consistently. Now, let me be clear. Your locks need to be mature. My locks are 13 years old. Okay. And then another thing, with me kind of fooling around with my roots, it is kind of doing something with kind of keeping that root hair kind of loose. Because, y'all, I'm really considering this. Really considering this. And so, for me, letting my hair that's really close to my scalp kind of remain loose ain't a bad thing. But in the meantime, I can go ahead and kind of twist it up. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to work on some kind of little style, and I'll just come back when I'm done and show you what I've done. All right. Okay, y'all, here are the end results. I just did a twist on my hair. I did use Let's Jam, and I got the Stronghold just to kind of put at my roots. I've used my mousse as part of my twisting to twist my hair so that when I finally do take it down, I'm going to have some curls that stay. You already saw that I use Blue Magic, old school Blue Magic on my scalp. My hair feels good, and I just did this twist and just kind of took my rubber band wherever the end of my hair ended. I took the rubber band and just banded there, and in some cases I use 2 rubber bands. So this gives my longer hair a shorter look. It does change it up, and see, when I do stuff like this, it does help me remember that my hair is versatile. So just stick with me. We'll see what I end up doing when it comes to my hair. I really appreciate you all hanging out with me today. Thanks. Have a good one.